Hi there! Today's video is about past simple and past continuous. My name is Alice and welcome. This channel you'll find tips and grammar which may be very useful for your English learning. Today's video is about past simple and past continuous. Okay, we're going to check the grammar and we're going to use each one. For example, past simple. Past simple is used for past events or past actions. Past simple is usually used with a specific time. When did this action happen? Past continuous. Continued actions that may have took place when another action happened. So in this case, I can combine past simple and past continuous. Also, I can use past continuous at the beginning of a story. For example, that day it was raining. If you have seen the previous video about present continuous and past continuous, you'll notice how similar the grammar is. Okay, English is a word game. You're playing with the words. In this case, playing with your auxiliaries. Okay, present auxiliaries, past auxiliaries, or in this case, as well with your verbs. Okay, you'll notice, for example, present continuous and past continuous are very similar. The only change, my verb to be. Both use verb to be plus verbs with ing. Okay, the only change, my verb to be. Present, is, are, past, was, were. Welcome everyone. So this lesson is about past simple and past continuous. Okay, you'll notice that the rules or the elements I have are similar to with present simple and present continuous. Okay, the elements are very similar. Let's take a look at these ones. Okay, when can I use past simple? Okay, the past simple is used for past events or actions, of course. Okay, for example, if I said, in the end, we decided not to go out. Or for example, if I said, he closed the front door, locked it, and set off to work. I'm just talking about past events. That's it. Okay. Also, this part simple is often used with a specific time. When did this action happen? When did this happen? For example, if I say, she wrote her first novel 5 years ago. She wrote her first novel 5 years ago. I'm talking about specific time. Or for example, if I said, the previous director retired in December. The previous director retired in December. When did this happen? December. Okay? So, talking about past simple, this part, or most difficult part, it could be verbs. Remember that talking about past simple, you have regular verbs and irregular verbs. The regular ones always will end with ed. In this case, for example, I use played. Played, regular verb. Okay? But as well, I have some irregular verbs, the ones who that change completely. For example, verb to be, irregular one. Okay? For example, if I say go, go is an irregular verb, of course. Go changes to went. For example, if I say take, take changes to took. Okay. For example, if I talk about, I know, sing, will change it to sang. Try to use more irregular verbs than regular ones. Sorry. Try to use more irregular verbs than regular ones. Okay, because all my regular verbs will end with ed, but the regular ones will change completely. Okay, so let's take a look at this part. This one is easy one. All my subjects, I, you, we, they, he, she, it, will be followed by past simple verb. That's it. Subject, past simple verb, then complement. Okay, for example, this sentence it says, I worked in an office. I worked in an office. Subject, verb, complement. Worked, regular verb. What about if I said, they ate in the house? They ate in the house. Eat, infinitive form. Ate, a simple verb, past simple verb. Okay, so it changes completely. Okay, in all these sentences, I have subject, past simple verb, the yellow one, and then my complement. Okay, that's it. That's all I have. What about my negatives? In present, talking about present, I have two different auxiliaries, don't and doesn't. Talking about past simple, didn't. Didn't is the only auxiliary I have. Didn't or did not. Okay, both are correct. If I'm using this auxiliary, didn't or did not, this one is followed by infinitive verb. Okay, it doesn't matter that it's past because I already have my auxiliary. For example, if I say, you didn't live in Canada. You didn't live in Canada. Subject, you. Auxiliary, didn't, is a negative, and then infinitive verb plus my complement. Okay, you didn't live in Canada, for example. What about she? She didn't work in an office. She didn't work in an office. She, subject, didn't, my auxiliary, work, infinitive verb, in an office, complement. Okay, it's all I have in this part. Okay, so the elements subject, didn't or did not, always infinitive verb, complement. Okay, that's it. And then I have my past continuous. Okay, past continuous in this part is very, very similar to talk about present continuous. What's the difference or what's the only change? My verb to be. That's it. Because I need, talking about past continuous, I need my verb to be and then my verb with ing. Of course, I'm not using am, is, or are. That one is present continuous. This one is past. So I'm gonna use was and were. I, he, she, it was, we, you, they were, plus ing. Okay, here I have my verbs. Run, running, read, reading, play, playing. That's all I need. When I use my past continuous, the past continuous is used for a continued action which was happening when another action took place, which means I can combine past continuous and simple past. Okay? And in many cases, the continued action is interrupted. One more time, I can combine simple past, past continuous. Okay? And also the past continuous is also often used to set the scene at the beginning of a story. For example, that day it was raining hard and an icy wind was blowing. It was raining, past continuous. Okay, when I set the scene at the beginning of a story. Of course, talking about past. Okay, so here I have some examples. I don't know if you have noticed, but the complements of my sentences are very similar. Why? Because I want you to notice which are the elements that I change. Okay, which are my elements that I have to play with, sorry. Okay, that I need to change to move on to present continuous to past continuous. In this case, there is only my verb to be. For example, in the first sentence, it says, I was working in an office. I was working in an office. Past continuous. What if I say, I am working in an office? I am working in an office. Okay, those phrases are similar. Okay, the only change was was and am. Okay, you were living in Canada. You were living in Canada. Subject, verb to be, ing, complement. He was traveling to Canada. He was traveling to Canada. He, subject, was, verb to be, traveling, ing, to Canada, complement. Okay, what about my negatives? The only change, or the only thing I need to add is my not. In this case, wasn't or was not. I wasn't working in an office. I wasn't working in an office. Or I was not working in an office. Okay, both are totally correct. Was, wasn't. Were, weren't, or were not. And that's it. Okay, in present continuous I have am, is, are. Past continuous only was and were. Okay, so remember, the past continuous is used for a continued action which was happening when another action took place. As well, in many cases the continued action is interrupted, so I can combine past continuous and past simple. Okay, and the past continuous is often used to set the scene at the beginning of the story. Okay, so these ones are the uses I have with past continuous and past simple. Don't forget to check the box info where you'll find extra material so you can practice today's class. I'll read you in the comments in the case you have any kind of questions. Here you'll find my Instagram and some extra videos for you which may be very useful. See you next class, students. Bye bye.